Hello everyone, say hi to Matchey. So today is my reflections number 5 video. What I will be discussing, hopefully in one take, because I don't want to have any edits today because I want to focus on the interview because I reckon I can get that done by Saturday. So what I'm working on at the moment is a set of earrings for my colleague, as I mentioned, and I've also started experimenting with these kind of like ball-shaped earrings. So it's where you do like a hemisphere and then another hemisphere and then you glue it together and then you stick it like that. So yeah, that's just a new technique I'm trying, so we'll see how that goes. The other thing I'm working on is a big logo, nothing stuck down yet, I don't know how well you can see that, a big logo using these tubes. So these are like rolled up bits of coloured paper and magazine paper, and I'm sure you can guess what they're for. It's for a big logo for the Quilling Quarter. So that will serve as a backdrop, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned for how that turns out. And yeah, so then I guess the thing I wanted to talk about today, well, in this sort of reflection section, is the pace of learning. So I imagine you, right now, watching this, you're quite proficient at walking and talking, and I would argue the reason why you're so skilled at it is because you practice it every single day. And so do I. And so because we practice it all the time, we get quite good at it. And the same, I think, can be said for drawing. If you want to draw, you can draw a lot very quickly. Maybe even the same for painting. Certain instruments, so I would argue that it's harder to practice piano than it is to practice guitar, because you need a piano with you, whereas you can carry a guitar around with you and you can practice it more often. So I think what I'm trying to get to here is how the pace we learn new skills at, where it's every day and often, or if it's sporadic and few. So where's this all going? I think you can guess. It's the pace of learning quilling. And so if I compare that to drawing, for example, like I said, you can draw if you want to draw and you want to get better at drawing, you can draw all the time. You can have paper with you, you can have pencils with you. Whenever you sit down for a minute, you can just draw. But with quilling, not only do you need all the tools with you to start with, same as drawing, the pace at which you can do it is so much longer. So with drawing, you can just do a quick sketch and it can take a couple of minutes. But with the fastest piece I've ever been able to do for quilling is at least half an hour, if not an hour, for just one piece. Whereas, like I said, with a drawing, you can bust one out in a couple of minutes. And obviously you can do better and you can work on one drawing for many, many days or weeks. But I think that's just a really interesting comparison, and to become really good at certain skills is a lot harder than it is to become really good at other skills. So yeah, it's been quite interesting because like I've mentioned, I have a full-time job, so that takes 40 hours of my week straight away. Then editing these films is many hours, and like I mentioned with the interview that I'm working on, there is many hours. And the cats are going through my cupboards. You can also meet Misty. Here we go. She likes being on your shoulder and checking out the world. Oops. Yes, so it's a bit disjointed at the moment, but yeah, my point is that having the time to commit to quilling, it's not just about the time necessarily, it's about how often and how often you can actually get to practice. And quilling, not only because there's not that much time, but when I do have time, I can't do that much in that time. I can only work on a piece or a couple of pieces, really. Whereas, yeah, like if you're a painter or a drawer or any other skill, like any other type of musician, I think you can practice and get better and more proficient at that skill a lot quicker. And so, yeah, it's just an interesting thought that I had today. That's about all I've got for now. So yeah, so what you can expect this week, fingers crossed, the interview will come out on Friday, if not Saturday. Fingers crossed. I'm going to work really hard on it for the rest of this week, and that's why this video is going to have very minimal edits and very minimal cuts, because the less I can do on this video means the more I can work on the interview tonight. So hopefully bring you a really high quality interview by the end of the week. So yeah, that's all from me. And I hope you're having a good week, good Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. And I'll see you hopefully in a few days. So, goodbye.